Absolutely. Here's your cinematic 1200-word YouTube article crafted in your signature HD showroom storytelling tone, written for voiceover narration and slow camera pans focusing on the rear side of the 2026 Citroën 2CV Revival in deep metallic purple, blending retro French charm with eco-modern technology and the emotional depth of rebirth. Citroën 2CV 2026, the spirit of simplicity, reborn in electric purple. Description: in the quiet of a morning showroom, light spills over smooth metal and chrome. Standing there, under the soft reflections of spotlight, is something that feels both old and new. A silhouette that once carried generations through winding countryside roads, now reimagined for the modern era. This is the 2026 Citroën 2CV, an electric rebirth of the most beloved car in France. A design that dares to look back in order to move forward. A legend returns. There are few names in automotive history that stir nostalgia the way 2CV does. For decades, it symbolized the French way of life, light, practical, free-spirited. It wasn't just a car, it was a cultural moment on wheels. Farmers used it, students loved it, and dreamers painted it with stories. Now, nearly a century after its debut, Citroën has revived the 2CV, not as a mere tribute, but as a reimagined symbol of what simple mobility can mean in an age of complexity. And in the purple metallic reflection of its sculpted body, you see not just a vehicle, but a vision, sustainable, soulful, and unmistakably Citroën. Design, retro, reimagined. The new 2CV doesn't copy its ancestor, it interprets it. From the rear, you can see the same humble art that made the original so iconic. The gentle slope of the roofline, the first fenders wrapping around thin, aerodynamic taillights that nod to the past while speaking in LED language. The purple paint, a deep shade that shifts between royal and cosmic under the light, gives the car a surreal presence, nostalgic yet futuristic, playful yet proud. There's no aggressive styling here. No unnecessary drama. The 2CV remains what it has always been, honest, approachable, human. Citroën calls it the design du cœur, design from the heart. You feel that when the camera glides past its rear bumper, the chrome, 2CVE, emblem shimmering like a quiet link to history. The electric soul, underneath that gentle exterior lies something entirely new. The 2026 2CV is fully electric, powered by a compact 45 kWh battery pack and a single rear-mounted motor producing around 120 horsepower. It's not built for racing, it's built for joy. With a range of 280 kilometers, the new 2CV becomes the modern city traveler's companion, efficient, light, and whisper quiet. Citroën engineers have even tuned the sound profile to mimic the hum of wind-through French vineyards, a touch of poetry in motion. And just like its 20th century ancestor, the new 2CV's ride comfort is unmatched. Its hydropneumatic-inspired suspension absorbs every bump, floating over cobblestone streets with an elegance no other EV dares to imitate. This isn't performance for the sake of power, it's performance for the sake of peace. Inside, minimalism evolved. Step inside, and you'll find an interior that celebrates the 2CV's famous simplicity, now elevated for the digital age. Fabric straps replace heavy handles. The dashboard, clean and uncluttered, features a single wide OLED display that blends navigation, media, and mood lighting. The seats, finished in recycled linen and soft vegan leather, carry a light lavender tone that harmonizes with the purple exterior. Citroën's design team calls it eco-chic, an aesthetic that feels both ethical and elegant. Even the rear cargo area, viewed from the back in the soft glow of the showroom lights, feels purposeful, designed for spontaneity, for Sunday market trips or countryside escapes. Every line, every material, whispers sincerity. The emotional revival. When the 2CV first appeared after World War II, it represented freedom, mobility for everyone, everywhere. Now, in 2026, it represents a different kind of freedom, the freedom from noise, from pollution, from overcomplication. Citroën's revival of the 2CV is a gentle rebellion against the sterile perfection of modern cars. It dares to be lighthearted in a world that takes technology too seriously. And yet, beneath the nostalgia, it's remarkably advanced, featuring Level 2 autonomous driving, regenerative braking, and a bio-sourced chassis composite that reduces weight while increasing rigidity. It's as if the soul of the old 2CV found a new body to keep living in, one shaped by sustainability and powered by empathy. The purple signature, a statement of spirit. Why purple? Because purple is imagination. It's the color of dusk skies over Provence, the color of individuality and quiet pride. In the 2026 2CV, the purple tone isn't loud, it's soft, metallic, reflective, and emotional. Under showroom light, the curves of the car seem alive, shifting shades from plum to violet, violet to silver. As the rear taillights glow red through that surface, you sense the blend of past and future, the heartbeat of a classic reawakened. It's the color of memory made modern. A cinematic vision for the future. Imagine this. Camera pans across the rear side of the 2CV, tracing the smooth contour of its fender. A faint piano melody plays. The reflection of light moves slowly across its back window, and in that moment, the 2CV feels less like an object, more like a living idea. The logo catches light. A voiceover says softly, "It was never meant to be luxurious. It was meant to be loved." Fade out. That's the essence of Citroën's rebirth. Not luxury, but emotion. Not performance, but presence. Conclusion, the legend lives again. The 2026 Citroën 2CV is not just a comeback, it's a conversation between generations. It speaks to those who remember the sound of the old engine, and to those who grew up in the hum of electric silence. It's a car that bridges worlds. The rural and the urban. The nostalgic and the futuristic. The analog heart and the digital mind. Citroën didn't just bring back the 2CV, it brought back meaning. And in the purple glow of its curved rear body, that meaning shines brighter than ever. A symbol of simplicity. A reminder of joy. A legend, reborn in electric light. Hashtags. Citroën 2CV number 2CV 2026 #electric classic #Citroën revival #retro modern #EV France #cars showroom #electric legend number 2CV reborn #Citroën electric #purple 2CV #French design #automotive art #drive electric #vintage meets future #car cinematic #HD showroom #future classic #ecodrive #sustainable design. Would you like me to adapt this into a Thai language cinematic narration script for your YouTube voiceover and subtitles? It would perfectly match your style and HD visual storytelling.